O-line, D-line rivalry has probably been around as long as football. You know, it's no different here. It's just guys competing. You know, somebody gets the best of somebody and somebody takes a swing at them. And from there, it just usually sets it off.
It's just guys fighting. We all fighting for one thing, and that's to win the championship one day.
We're certainly starting to see it at both the offensive line and the defensive line, and I think in the end that's going to improve our team.
Both groups, both the defensive line and the offensive line, are so competitive and also so talented that it makes for real battles during practice. We as coaches will be on the other field sometimes when the offensive line and defensive line are doing one-on-one pass rush. We'll hear a roar, which usually means one of them got beat really badly and got embarrassed.
It's a clash. One's going to win, one's going to lose. The D lineman tries to go out, and we try to win every day.
There's so much competition on this team right now. We're getting a great D line against us every single day, and we have someone behind us on the offensive line who's ready to play. So you have to bring your A game every day, or you can lose your spot.
You can't go out there and kind of block Muhammad. You can't go out there and not really set on Adrian, because they'll run right by you and make you look bad. And then I'm yelling at them. Nobody wants that.
Some of those guys, we got them in drills and they competed against a defensive lineman. They might not run as fast, they might not change direction as fast, but when you factor in their size and their strength, their ability to roll their hips and move people and knock people back, and their athleticism, then I think that's an elite athlete.
I would have to say defensive line is way more athletic than offensive line, but the offensive line is way tougher.
If you can't move as a D lineman, they're going to put you on the offensive line. They're still pretty good at what they do, but of course they couldn't play D-line. It wouldn't happen. Not athletic enough.
I gotta hear this. Now it's getting good.
I said an offensive lineman is only an unathletic defensive lineman. But with that being said, he's still a great player, but he just couldn't play D-line. That's what it is.
And he couldn't play O-line, so we'll just leave it at that.
So
we'll leave it at that right there.
It's certainly physical. It's certainly volatile during the practices and during the scrimmages and during the offseason. And again, I think those guys understand they're getting each other prepared.
There's a lot of physical play at practice, and after practice, everything's fun and games. Everyone's friends again, but when you're on the field, it's a war. The O-line always wants to outdo the D-line. The D-line always wants to outdo the O-line. Who's working harder in the weight room, who's pushing more weights.
We group them accordingly to create competition within the groups. They push each other very hard. And it's nice to see, because at the end of the day, we all are on the same team, and you can see that. But there's some competition going on between the two.
Within the weight room, within the off-season program, that's where real competition sets in. And when you're doing that in the off-season, that's what allows you to be so competitive, I think, during the season, when you're competing against first the defensive line and then the opponents.
I think every day, they're helping us get better and we're helping them get better. We're pretty good up front. They're really good up front.
Going against Palumbo every day is only getting myself better. He's a great player, third team All-MAC last year. And it's really a great opportunity to go against somebody of his caliber every day.
Since I play center, I go against Eli Joseph at nose guard. He just works hard every single day. So if you want to take a day off, he's not taking a day off, and he'll work you. So you got to really bring your A game every day, be prepared, and he really just helps me focus on becoming a better player every day.
We learned from the offensive line how to be tough, how to be bullies, never back down, always be the aggressor.
And I think the thing that I'm most excited about are, having guys like Adrian Robinson or Muhammad Wilkerson beat a guy on offense and then talk about, hey, here's why I went to that move.
I try to learn from the old linemen. If they throw a scheme at me that I never seen before, I try to ask them. So if we're playing another team and I get the scheme, I know how to adjust to that and learn my assignment.
They've really improved their knowledge of the game, and they really kind of work with each other, which is really important. It doesn't happen very often, but it's happening here now, which is exciting.
They're exchanging wins now, depending on the drill or depending on the day, And that's fun to see. You know, there's a rivalry there, there's competition there. There's nothing dirty or malicious, but there's guys just trying to make each other better. And when you start to get that at every position, you got a chance to really take off as a football team.
Inside Temple Football with Al Golden has been brought to you by the Philadelphia Federal Credit Union, the official credit union of Temple University.
Take an Al's football outing this fall at Lincoln Financial Field. Temple football tickets are affordable for the entire family. Enjoy live music, interactive games, and more. Visit alstix.com today.